go.
Morning.
Good morning. Well,
morning.
It's not very good, to be honest with you. Seems like every day starts off cloudy, cold, then when it gets to the afternoon, it really picks up. So we've been promised sunshine and around 20 degrees, I think, for the coast for the afternoon and the evening. So what we're going to do today, there doesn't seem to be much by way of events
planned
on the events calendar, on the program that we found. So we're just going to set off along the coast, down Utah Beach, Omaha Beach, and just see what we can find. Camp Geronimo we've already done at St. Mary Glees, so I don't know if we'll go back there again or not. Days to do are getting few. It'll be long before we're on that boat back home again, so we need to start getting...
We've loads to do, yeah.
We need to start and find a few things. Anyway, we'll go down the coast and see what we can see.
Come with us.
Bound to be something going on. Out in the wilds near Carantan. This kind of touring leads you to things you wouldn't normally find.
As we discovered yesterday. Yeah.
More rural France than this.
In 300 yards, turn right onto the N13 towards Caen. Turn right.
Right, okay.
First proper stop of the day. We are at the Overlord Museum just outside Colville-sur-Mer, and boy is it busy. But hopefully we'll get a toilet stop, food stop, go on around the museum itself.
There seems to be lots going on like outside too.
Yeah. Seems to be stalls and fairs and all sorts going on here, so let's go investigate. First up, German 88. Fearsome bit of kit in its day. Anti-aircraft and anti-tank use. Armour plating wasn't very thick. Probably 8mm. Buses, bikes, cars, coaches, you name it, all here. Oh, what? This is Sherman based. Tank recovery vehicle, PRV. They used to pull in broken down tanks, damaged tanks. Taking a few hits from something. 25-pounder self-propelled gun. Again, built on the Sherman chassis. Typical Sherman running gear. Made by Chrysler, 1944. Right Continental R975 C1 engine, 9-cylinder. Horsepower, 2,400 revs, and that's torque. 4 forward, 1 overdrive, 1 reverse gear. Maximum speed 42 kilometers on the road. Fuel consumption 430 litres for every 100 kilometers. The 31.5 ton weight, 5-man crew, 3 in the turret. Cast body, 51mm front armour, 38mm side armour. Turret armour, 76mm front, sides 51. 1 76mm gun, 150 caliber machine gun, and 2 30 caliber machine guns. With radios for communication. All replicas, I would imagine.
Over there, and
They look more authentic. Yeah. Where do we put it?
that's the poster just in there.
Baston.
Huh?
Baston. Easy company fought there. Belgium. €65, that's not bad really.
Not bad too.
Large or 3XL.
large.
Aye. Don't know if that would fit or not.
Doesn't look that big.
May I try on? Yeah. .40mm shell, 76mm for the tanks. What this one is? 75.
Als die rupsen op de grond zijn, dan kan dat wel. Kan hij niet. Maar dan moet de ene rups vertragen en de andere snel. Die haben das nach dem Krieg.
Yeah, an original. I can understand the original. And he wouldn't.
This is us in the military vehicle, traffic vehicle car park across the way from Overlord Museum. This must have been what a beachhead setup must have been like whenever they were just taking the beaches and were setting up to come off. Manic activity everywhere. This is basically a Jeep hospital here.
Said I'm going on over to the museum.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Jeeps, Jeep parts and Jeep repairs. Not every day you see this sort of activity. Just like Band of Brothers Company life here. It's just like Band of Brothers Company life here. Band of Brothers Saving Private Ryan all roll into one in one field.
William says love it. Brian Adams, best sound in the world. Views on it.
You just don't know what way to turn next.
I like it. They're all sitting around that tank.
Uh-huh.
What if he wasn't there? He was away.
It's not about seeing the actual services and stuff.
Just about being in the atmosphere of it all.
Being in the middle of everything that's going on. And there's no shortage of stuff going on, like.
Get you up on the...
Are we ready to go on?
Aye.
Let's go for the samples. USS Missouri. Cool, Raleigh. So yeah, as Laura's just said, it's all people from all walks of life all coming together to celebrate the one thing. Here's something. I'm not sure whether this is actually supposed to be here or not. That's the base of a shell. That whole queue stretching out there is going all the way under here. Huh?
That's the right spot there. I don't know, whatever.
I think we'll just call it a day for here anyway. We've got lots more to do, lots more to go to.
See the queues to get into the museum.
Everyone's going to be mad today because it is D-Day. It's going to be mad right up to closing time. What do you want? Pepsi? White Monster, Grape Monster, Pineapple Monster. That's what I was for having. So,
What?
that's what I'm for having too. And what we do is we pour them into these balls.
We take a drink out of it first because it's hot full.
Pour them into these balls and it makes them easier to deal with for the rest of the day. Not just as windy here.
Right here at the car.
Yeah, I reckon that's us done at Overlord Museum. Now, we didn't actually get in the museum, but there was just so much going on outside, and there were massive crowds. I just don't think we'd have seen very much or been comfortable walking through that many people to see what we...
We saw enough outside.
Yeah,
Loads of tanks and not tanks, jeeps.
Well, you saw that.
Tanks
There
and
were
jeeps
tanks.
and motorbikes and the pipes, pipe
Yeah,
band
pipe band.
playing at the door of the museum.
So the museum itself, keep for another time. Another time. Yeah, maybe a couple of years' time.
Very dusty.
Yeah, I think what this place really needs is a good shower of rain. Yeah. Something needs done with the dust. Like, my head just feels...
Dusty.
Aye, and I can see it fall off my hair.
We've just cleaned our
Anyway,
shoes because they were
Now,
like
we were
brown.
going to go to Sword Beach to get our sand sample, and that's away over near Ouistreham. That's about an hour's drive. So, let's go. More dignitaries.
Ones.
Now, leave the exit. For the next 3 miles, keep straight on this road.
This is mental. Besides all the military vehicles that's on show, we've just had 2 convoys of some sort of dignitaries. So all the sirens and blue flashing lights were about. That's the big red one just there.
Whoa!
That's the big red one.
Thought that, but we couldn't get into that last time. He's turning too. How easy are those things to drive, huh? Easy or hard?
I'd say they're pretty easy. Manual gearbox, it's only 3 speed.
Ah, yeah. Got them. Medic next church?
No, no.
No.
It's the one. It's just the one that was damaged.
Oh, right, okay.
Leave at the second exit.
Oops.
Now, leave the exit. For the next 1 mile, keep straight on this road.
First proper sunshine today. And it's 2:15 in the afternoon. Right. Stay over to that side, pal.
Hi. Was that an English plate?
I don't know. Didn't see.
I think it was.
Taking another quick stop here in Benny-sur-Mer. Canadian Cemetery. Not actually going into the cemetery this time. But there's a very large Canadian flag on the ground here. I forgot to fly the drone over last time round. We know this doesn't quite make up for it, but we'll record it on this here now anyway. And here we are. There's no mistaking that this is Canadian. Maybe if it's disrespectul, perhaps I think it's a good idea to do donuts on top of the flag. Idiots everywhere we go. Right, we've made it to Juno Beach. After many deviations.
Up and down wee streets that you
Yes.
didn't even know you were meant to be on. If you were doing it at home, you'd be thinking this is somebody's yard we're going into.
Every time you follow the route set out by the sat-nav, you find yourself going up a one-way street the wrong way.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We realised,
There's
but that's
just
where she was sending us.
every turn, every other road end was a no entry sign. But we got here and we're out to explore and to get our next sand sample. Yeah,
Sand sample.
sand sample.
I don't know if you would call it a sample. That's as if you're going to take it home and
well,
test it, but yes.
Yeah, well, let's call them samples. Of course, Sur-Mer. Canadian sector, Juno Beach.
You want to take off your hoodie and maybe nearly another coat on?
I had thought about it, but no, it's sharper when you get out of the car. Let's go find this beach. Whole range of military vehicles up there. Just in there. More jeeps, more trucks.
Nearly done the other coat on.
Yeah. Whoa.
Sandblasted.
Sand, yep. Hey, I'm not 100% sure where Canada House was, or is. Oh, God almighty, right in the face. Oh, there's a pier, might have to go out the pier.
Not dressed like us.
Huh?
Not without another coat. Covered in sand.
Today's objective, or one of them. That'll be number 4 out of 5, and then we'll just head down the coast that direction, and we'll get the sample from Sword Beach. We'll do the necessary. I'll go and get the sand.
Do you want to go down to the damper sand? No, you'd have to go over all that muck. Is this on still? Yeah.
I just meant you to stay up here.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get the sand in your shoes. Right. Nice dry sand this time. There we go. Juno Beach sand. Johns. An inlet of water here. There's a pier just down here to the right. Straight across there, there's some sorry looking remains of a German bunker starting to collapse into the sand. It's a great place for flags, this. Flags. A lot of flags there and a lot of flags up there.
There's over.
It's a bit weird. We could water coming in on that side. We got water coming out on this side. Following the rules of the French road. The sign says no diving if you're interested. An homage to the sailors who died for our liberty. Very windy out here. Have a look at that flag. Sorry if I'm shouting, but the wind's kind of deafening here. Juno Beach, Canadian landing sector, 6th of June 1944. I think it was a calmer for them that day than it is today. Quite a fierce wind, big waves. I need to head back to the car, back to my wife. Juno Beach, Canadian landing sector, 6th of June 1944. I think it was a calmer for them that day than it is today. Quite a fierce wind, big waves. to head back to the back to the car, back to my wife. Amazing how much less wind there is when you come down to this part. Maybe 100 yards less, 100 yards closer to the shore. I didn't think this place was just as built up as it is. You can see another monument of some description over there beside the cross. Give us an hour, half an hour, and we'll have visited all 5 beaches. We'd already done Omaha, we've been to Utah, we stayed on Utah. Gold Beach we did when we came to Aramids last year. So that just leaves us with the Juno and Sword. And very shortly we will have that done. Just found a nice wee sun trap here.
Huh?
From this disused, oh, what is it?
Bar de la Mer Brasserie.
Maison de la Mer, House of the Sea. Oh, whatever it is, it's no longer used. Stand here and enjoy the sun now. Speech given to all French by General de Gaulle. And this is off by Vive la France and his signature. This was made on the 18th of June 1940 in London. This is called a war basically. Basically what this is saying, again in my rough French, rough understanding of French, 6th of June 1944 the Allied forces liberated Europe. Here at Corsu on the 14th of June 1944, Charles de Gaulle, the liberator, retook the land of France. So this is an example of a duplex drive, brackets DD tank. Aye. Duplex drive Sherman tank had a waterproof chassis fitted with a collapsible canvas screen. Rubber tubes inflated with air. It was moved through the water by 2 propellers at the rear, and on reaching shore reverted to a normal tank. New Brunswick, Sioux. Make that one out. Juno Beach, 07:30 hours. This is 6th of June 1944. North Nova Scotia Highlanders assaulted enemy defences between Corsu-sur-Mer and Bernier-sur-Mer, suffering heavy casualties. They advanced on into Germany. 3rd Anti-Tank Regiment, Royal Canadian Artillery. 14th Field Regiment, Royal Canadian Artillery. Queen's Own Rifles of Canada. Royal Canadian Hussars, Canadian Scottish, Regina Rifles, quite a few of them buried at Bernier-sur-Mer where we've just been. Royal Winnipeg Rifles Association. Can't make that out. This is your duplex drive tank. Means that have 2 forms of transmission. Obviously the propellers are now missing. They would have been there and there where those gears are. This one was recovered from the bottom of the sea. Royal Canadian Army Medical Corps. It's very hard to make out because the print. Right, and Fort Garry Horse, Canadian Corps of Signals, Royal Canadian Corps of Signals there. Signals badge, the same as the Royal Corps of Signals of the British Army. Royal Highland Light Infantry. 19th Canadian Army Field Regiment, landed at St. Aubin-sur-Mer. 13th Field Regiment, Royal Canadian Artillery. Canadian Provost Corps, Military Police. 5th Field Company, RCE veterans in memory of our comrades killed or wounded during the assault on D-Day. 14th Canadian Field Ambulance. 27 Canadian Armoured Regiment. Canadian Parachute Corps, 1st Canadian Parachute Battalion. 6th Canadian Field Company, Royal Canadian Engineers. 12th Field Regiment, Royal Canadian Artillery, and British Columbia Connaught, something like Connaught Rifles, can't make that out. Have another stab at this one. British Columbia, France, Flanders, 15 to 18. Duke of Connaught's own rifles. World War I, battle owners here, Amiens, Canal du Nord, Passchendaele. It's getting very boring, very hard to read. Vestibert, Somme, Vimy, Ypres. All very familiar names to us. In their footsteps. German 5cm gun. Are all nicely blocked up now, but look at the damage here at the front. This must have been pounded by everything the Canadians had. Not sure why we're seeing grey paint and green paint, which was the original. Nothing from this example here on the breech. The grey overlays the green, so the green must be original. Gums obviously. Pointing straight out to the mouth of the canal. KWK-39, 50mm, 5cm. Made in Germany, Düsseldorf. Obviously originally designed to be an anti-tank weapon. Placed it here. As we can see, all the trajectory is just straight down the mouth of this canal, where the pier now is. Like they've been in behind that when that stuff was coming in. So there's a guy over here in this hot food stand. A big stand outside advertising all types of hot food, ice creams and everything, chips. So we went over to ask for something to eat. He had no hot food and he has no ice cream, but he's still advertising it. Why is he even still open? Shush. moved on from that part of Juno Beach. We're now at what is commonly known as Canada House. Some famous photographs of this place on the day of D-Day. See, from this one here, this is one I have in my hand here, but I can't get it out because it's too windy. The gable end here has been stitched up rightly. There's some sort of automatic fire. Parts of the roof missing. British soldier standing in the doorway. Canadian soldier standing in the doorway. And the quote says, "I am the big house overlooking the beach of Bernier. Indefatigable, I watch the horizon, and one June morning, June 6, 1944, from the sea, a page of my history was written." Here says they landed. Yeah. We came up here. The house as it appears today. You dropped the ramp and you had to go. When I looked, it was a hell of a long way from the beach. Frank Ryan, North Shore, New Brunswick, Bridgman. Looking here at a photograph taken from further this way down the beach. See all the landing craft, men coming ashore, and up here in the corner we have Canada House, easily recognisable by the strike marks on the side of the gable. Bernier sur Mer. Another place that is swamped with blackweed. Abandoned brook. Tell from this marker post here we are still on Juno Beach. Still have to get the sword. Boys. You can't deny that this is a beautiful setting. Final stop of the day. Our last sand sample, Sword Beach. First time being here. Now we can say we've been to all 5 beaches.
Yep.
And it's still windy, but the sun's really nice whenever the wind dies down enough that we can enjoy it. But it is what it is. Let's go get this sand. We have the honour of getting the last sand sample. Sand sample from Sword Beach. All 5 now collected.
These ones have actually got on the 6th of June, we never
Yes.
thought that either.
These ones were Sword and Juno both got on the actual B-Day anniversary.
Yep. Oh.
Sword Beach. So that's our first experience of D-Day proper over and done with. We didn't really have a plan this morning. We just thought we'd go out, follow our nose along the Utah Beach Coast Road. Kind of glad we did, because it sort of came across things that we wouldn't normally have done. Ended up at the Overlord Museum and spent most of our time just watching what was going on outside with the coming and going of jeeps and trucks and all sorts of vehicles. It's a good way to pass the day.
Yeah.
From there we made our way further east along the coast towards Juno and Sword beaches, where we collected our last remaining sand samples. There was all sorts going on all over the place today. It was just, you wouldn't have been able to attend everything if you tried. There's ceremonies and commemorations and fly pasts. Give us a plenty to think about for next time round, if there is a next time round. But I don't think we would come at this time again.
Well, never say never. Never say never.
It's just very busy, and it's difficult to get to places. If you've never been here before, you've no idea how inaccessible some of these little villages can be, and the numbers of people that come to visit them. On this particular date especially, we've seen fields galore and absolutely ram-packed with cars. Several different towns, St. Marie-de-Mont, St. Mary-Glees, to name but two. Whatever was going on in the other towns, St. Combe-de-Mont,
Arromanches, seemed to be a lot going on there.
Yeah,
It was very busy.
It's big with the British side of the commemorations.
It's a lovely wee town. It's a nice wee town.
It is a nice town. I wouldn't tell you not to visit. I will just tell you to be careful of when you choose to visit. If you're not into crowds and busy places, probably not the place for you.
But on the other hand, if you want to experience the whole D-Day,
and immerse yourself in the whole atmosphere,
this is the time to be here.
Yeah. Even you don't go to the commemorations like we did. There's more than enough going on everywhere to keep your interest up. Definitely, I wouldn't tell you not to come. Definitely not. Just be careful of when you choose to come. Think about what you need for yourself.
What you want to do.
We've seen it now from both sides. We've seen it from when it's been no visitors to today's when it has been overrun with people. The number of jeeps we've seen.
Jeeps and bikes and
trucks.
But it's been good to see them. It really has. And the number of people dressed up for putting it want to put it a better way.
They really
go to town on their
look on the part
period. Yeah, really do. It's hard to know if somebody is just wearing an army uniform or they actually are army. But
you can be 99% sure whoever you're looking at is going to be French anyway. Because it's really all down to them at the end of the day.
Saying that, our first day at Utah Beach Museum, we did talk to those soldiers, and they were American soldiers.
Yes, but they say they were probably the 1%. Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to come there anyway, because Utah Beach is where
they landed. 4th
Division landed. So the guy was wearing a 4th Division patch, even though he said it was now 1st Div.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Straying away from the main thing
here,
as we always do.
We ended our day, we were so hungry.
Yep.
Because we hadn't eaten from breakfast. And we were so hungry that we spotted a McDonald's, so that's what we had.
Yep.
That is what we had.
If you haven't seen my Facebook post, McDonald's in France is not like McDonald's in the UK. If the one in East Ouistreham is anything to go by. First of all, table service, and our drinks and our fries, stroke potatoes.
My nuggets, everything was
Well,
on reusable
they were
packaging.
all in like hard plastic reusable cups and holders.
Which is nice.
Yes, they don't supply you with salt. They don't pre-salt your chips.
That's it.
They seem to allow dogs.
Well, it was one wee dog.
Well, one dog. But if 2 dogs had turned up, 3 dogs, 4 dogs, 5 dogs, I'm sure they'd all have been allowed in. The interesting thing was on the drinks menu, if you're not interested in Fanta, Coke, Sprite, or all the rest of those soft drinks, they sell Heineken. Heineken beer.
At McDonald's.
Yeah, Heineken beer and McDonald's France. So there you go. Nice way to cap your day off. Well, I didn't have one when I'm driving. I was driving. If I ever see that N13 again, I'll know.
And we had a McFlurry, and it was even in a plastic,
Yes, clear plastic.
cup kind of
Cup
thing.
bowl.
And it was dime bar.
So all in all, we had a good day.
Another good day, yes.
How we're going to top that tomorrow, I don't know. It remains to be seen. But we still have
American Cemetery.
Yep, American Cemetery at Colville-sur-Mer. We haven't been to that yet. And Bayeux, we promised ourselves a day off in Bayeux. It's quite possible those two might be taken on the same day. But we'll look at things and see how they go. Okay.
As long as we get to the American Cemetery and the dry. Don't care if it's warm or not, as long as it's dry.
I don't think we're going to see rain yet. Anyway, that'll do us for tonight. We're going to call this video a halt here. Halt? Wrap?
Call it whatever you want.
Call it shut.